oh, well, you must have this, this, and this. Like, you must have a perfect marriage. You must have the perfect kids.
Yeah.
You must have all the money in the world. Your business is run so smoothly.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
People don't understand,
Messy.
Rachel, that life's hard, pick your heart.
Yeah.
But it's like entrepreneurship is truly like walking up steps every single day with a smile on, getting punched and kicked in your you know what. And you have to just chin up and chest out, keep walking up with a smile.
This is the Atomic Souls Podcast.
So we'll start with intros. I'm Rachel. You got me nervous.
Don't feel nervous with me. We know each other. We're good. I got nothing but love for you guys.
I've been thinking about how to start. So, okay, Rachel Stein with Atomic Souls Podcast, serial entrepreneur, LPC supervisor, LCDC, wife, mom, all the things. And I've got Frank here today. Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Frank Parisi, and I do many things. I think the most thing I like to say is I'm a truth teller.
Yes.
I'm a truth teller, but I'm a person in long-term recovery. My sobriety date is July 31st, 2011. For that, I'm extremely grateful because all of the blessings and the man that you see here would not be if it wasn't for that date and the process of recovery and personal development in service of others. So that's who I am first and foremost, but I'm also a father, a husband, a friend, a son, and an entrepreneur. Now I'm also a keynote speaker, so that's pretty cool, and bestselling author. So many different things, but my most greatest joy is a family man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome. You've got your wife here today.
I do. Kit Kat Parisi. Are we going to get any sound bites from you today?
No.
She just, wait, hit the buzzer.
We might. Wait. I disagree.
You hear the buzzer. That's Frank's wife.
Yes.
Yes, well, welcome. We were talking with Mike and, sorry, is it Kit or Kat?
Kathy.
Kathy, okay.
She's Kit Kat Parisi on Instagram.
Okay.
That's her, yeah.
Kit Kat Parisi. Kathy. We were chatting about all the stuff that you're doing now and what's going on this summer. Give us a little insight into all the things you're doing.
Wow. I just got, one, we're growing Emotion, wellness therapy in San Antonio. We're growing our podcast. We're opening up a private practice within the next month or two.
Nice.
So that's cool. You know, we're growing that. I just got with an agency, which is really cool for speaking. Okay. And it's an all-female agency. And they're taking me on. I spoke at Aspire Tour at Dave Meltzer's dinner on a panel with Tim Story, which was really cool. And after, there was a woman with an agency called Loud Management, and we had conversations. She loved what I had to say, and she loved my story that I have, Kaylee's heart. I have a female heart.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be the only male on the whole entire female speaking roster.
Yes, on Loud Management.
Loud Management. So that's really cool. To be the only male because of the female heart.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And then, I created coaching courses that's on my Instagram right now. Nice. It's a mindset course, but I take them through all my pillars of faith, family, health, hustle, and purpose. Like in my book, you do get a full workout regimen as well as nutrition and diet. Yeah. It's a 21-day course. I made it affordable for people. It's $49 for people to do on their own.
Wow, that's
super
awesome.
Affordable because I wanted people to be able to do it that can't coach with me one-on-one. I take on a handful of clients one-on-one for coaching as well. Nice. And then I have a few other businesses. We're in the middle of getting Sober Water. I'm a partner with Sober Water. We're in the process of getting that funded. And that's a mission to end plastic and homelessness. Our bottles are in aluminum and glass. They're reusable, the aluminum cans. And then we have a 50-acre ranch down in southern Colorado that with the proceeds, we're going to help build out an actual treatment facility for people that can't afford it.
Wow.
And it'll be totally funded through the corporation.
That's awesome.
And then we have another company called Pickham Technology.
And more.
That's with my business partners, Brian Stone and Paul Ashmore, Dominique Wilkins and Darren Prince are involved with that as well as business partners. And that's an app that's designed to bring the love back into the game of sports, because you see so much nowadays with gambling, Bet MGM, whatever they are, Bet 365. And it's, you know, people don't realize, and I didn't know this either, even being in substance abuse and mental health for so long, that now with all these apps, like we don't have it here in Texas, but the other states do. And they're running studies now that gambling, like 20% of people that are addicted to gambling wind up with substance abuse, mental health disorders, as well as they wind up committing suicide.
Wow.
And so one of the founders of that, Paul Ashmore, had a gambling problem, and he saw a need for this to give the people the hit that they want without losing their butts. So you basically just go in, pick teams, and win prizes. Like we just got in with the Teamsters Union, iHeartRadio.
Nice.
What they do is they go in, they create different types of tournaments for people to go, and they just win prizes for free.
Yeah.
So all mission driven. And then we have one more company that I partnered with. It's been a year.
Yeah.
I've been out networking. It's called Brain One. It's an AI neuroscience fitness protocol app.
Yes.
We have Malik Jackson as one of our business partners. He was with the Denver Broncos when they won the Super Bowl. Thorne, he's my business partner. He's the founder, Thorne Stevens.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. This app learns you. It's an amazing tool. So everything that we're doing is truly to mission driven and to serve humanity. All the businesses I'm involved with, it's all mission and purpose driven, you know? Everything I went through, Rachel, I feel like when I came back, I stepped into a whole new vibration and frequency, and all of these things started to come to me, you know? So there's a lot going on.
You have a lot going on.
So much going on. On top of like I coach like baseball.
I was gonna say,
I coach
family.
my son's all-star baseball team. You know, we got soccer coming up. He does the taekwondo. So it's like a full schedule. But listen, this is what like recovery is about, right? It's about stepping into your true purpose, your true mission. And, you know, I'm not just here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know, and none of this stuff is about me.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I think most people, maybe on social media, people might get things sideways. Like, I'm truly the vessel and everything runs through me. I'm the open channel and it has nothing to do with me. Yeah. Like everything that we're doing is to serve our people that are struggling, to serve humanity, to make the planet better. And most importantly, my future generations.
Yeah. You have to have that purpose to actually like make a difference and to not like give up hope, because you're doing so much. We do so much as well. Y'all do so much. And it's easy to just get stuck in the day to day and be like down about it. I know I have been lately. It's been a really hard summer. And so it's, you have to stay like purpose driven and focused on the why and the mission, and everything that we do. And it sounds similar that y'all do is like very passionate and very like, it's all about like bettering humanity, not just like getting better for yourself.
No, absolutely. And the thing about all these startup companies is like everyone thinks you're killing it.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
all
out of your own pocket.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And it's like, that's the, like, how many people like call me, oh, you're killing it, you're killing it. I guess. I'm like, I'm up in the middle of the night, like, how are we going to pay for this?
Kathy is up in the middle of the night.
So it's like, it looks great and it is great and it's super fun and it's super exciting. And there's a lot of fear that goes along with it. Like you guys were saying, how do you stay positive? I mean, honestly, like sometimes I'm down. Yeah. You know, we just went on vacation. I'm sorry to bring it up, but you know, I lost my father-in-law. My father-in-law passed away 2 weeks ago. We just came back from that, and you have all this stuff going on, and you have to like, you know, you have to still remain grounded and grateful for all the blessings in this life. And it's hard because life happens. It doesn't happen to us. It happens, and it could get us off course. Because not only that we're dealing with that, like I had to get an echocardiogram this week. I got to go get more tests done on my bone density because these meds that I take mess with my bones. You know, it messes with my liver. So I got to make sure that I stay not just on top of business, first being my faith and then my health. Yeah. You know, health is so important to me. It's like non-negotiable, making sure I eat the right foods because, you know, the average heart only lasts 11 years. You know, I'm already 2 years into this thing and I'm not average. So I know I'll live a lot longer with it, but I always want to stay prepared for if I do need another surgery, if I do need to get cut open again, I want to make sure I'm in my healthiest, most strong body, mind, and spirit. So when I go into that, I'm able to recover and rebound like I did on this last one. You know? So like how I stay, you know, grounded with all of this is honestly like I've learned through a lot of my circle, through a lot of the people that I've been around over the past year. And like, especially like I'm going to talk about it, not that I want to drop names, but like David Goggins had a huge impact on me, and just learning how to regulate your nervous system and making sure that you take mental aid stations throughout the day. Like my daily protocol is so important to me. Like that's part of my day. Work happens within that.
Yeah. What does your day-to-day look like? Like, I am curious how you have all this stuff going on.
It's different every day, but the thing that stays the same is my protocols of how I show up in order to be able to produce as the vehicle and everything that I'm doing. So it's like prayer. Start the day immediately with prayer. We do a reading like the Daily Stoic. Kathy and I will read it. We do a meditation. I get intentional for the day. What's the intention for the day, right? Then I get into a workout. Water, sunlight, healthy meal. And then I could get into what it is that I have to do as far as business has to go. I work on certain, you know, deals or certain business ventures throughout the day. I take time blocks to say, it's mostly emotion that I deal with, but for these other avenues that we're looking to grow, I do spend time with that as well throughout the day. But in that, when I start to find myself getting off, because through the meditation, I'm able to have more awareness of self, I make sure to ground throughout the day. I make sure to maybe go for a walk if I see myself getting off track. I make sure that my food is on point, because nutrition, like people don't realize how important gut health is for mental health. It's extremely important.
It is. It's all connected.
It's all connected. And so that's very important. And then in the evening, I have to make time that I make time for my family, for my son. I make sure that I do my I do a nightly review my own way, where like I reflect on my day. I look at where I fell short and things that I can improve on. And then I make sure to check my schedule for the following day.
Get prepped. You
have to prep.
So important.
So important to prep the night before, because there's so much going on. I'm in different cities. I'm networking all over. And you have to stay organized with it, you know. And then I'm working with clients one-on-one too. I have a handful of clients that I work with. I'm dealing with all their issues as well. So it's just making sure that like I have everything blocked out in times and what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, and just staying focused. But the main thing is like with entrepreneurship, it's like being able to like keep the nervous system set so that you can be able to stay in a higher frequency to create. Because a lot of the game with business is mental. You know?
And your nerves, you have to have nerves of steel. And
you have to
how
have
do you
nerves.
reset your nerves? So I'm hearing a lot of structure, a lot of like reset back to center. And that's something I'm trying to work on myself.
Not in fear, but truly in faith.
Can you talk a little bit about how you said y'all read together in the mornings? Because that's something that we've been talking about a lot and kind of struggling with.
We're trying to implement more structure.
It's just like
together.
Spending time together and it not be focused on business. It's focused purely on us. Because it's so difficult to find time for that in the lives that we live.
It's easy to just talk about business and be like, oh, we had quality time together. But
like 90% of the time, her and I in the morning after we drop Sunny off for school, we'll sit and have coffee and we read the Daily Stoic right now. That's what we're in. A lot of Marcus Aurelius meditations. Phenomenal. Like
send me a link to that.
Oh, dude, I will. And they're hitting me like this is what I needed to hear today. Like the other day, I was talking about it, you know, because you get so ahead of yourself with everything.
It's so easy.
Because with all this stuff, there's a lot that goes into everything that we're doing, right? Like there's a lot of money involved too, of where you have to cover your cost, your staff, your personal expenses. And things get a little scary. So everyone thinks you have a business and you're crushing it. They see on social media, oh, you're crushing it. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not crushing it. I look like I will be crushing it in a few years. I'm not right now. So don't ask me for money. Everybody keeps asking me for money. Let's just stop that, because how many times have people asked me for money? I don't have money to give you yet.
There's no money.
Not right now.
They'll tell us,
people
like,
ask us for that.
They're like, oh, you're printing money. It's like, well, the printer's fucking broke.
Dude, you know how many people have asked me for? I came out of the hospital, people asking me for money. I'm like, dude, I just lost my, like, in April, it's like a year and a half ago, I lost everything. And it's asking me for money. I'm like, dude, like, I have no business. Like last year right now, I had no business. I didn't have a job last year right now. How crazy is that?
It's a presentation. Everyone thinks that happens to us a lot where we will, because we put on a good presentation, we have a strong face, you know, we're like good leaders, and people look at that and see, oh, well, you must have this, this, and this. Like, you must have a perfect marriage. You must have the perfect kid. You must have all the money in the world. Your business is run so smoothly. It's like, no.
People don't understand, Rachel, that like life's hard. Pick your hard. But it's like, entrepreneurship is truly like walking up steps every single day with a smile on, getting punched and kicked in your you know what. And you have to just chin up and chest out, keep walking up with a smile. You have to. It's not for everyone.
No, it's definitely not.
It's not for everybody. Because your stomach is you don't know sometimes. There's months where it's like, what's going on? I got to dip into stocks or something to pay like help my stuff. My own personal stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's been like.
Yeah, we've taken out loans. We've had to take out our savings.
HELOC loans and all that. I get it. But that's the cool stuff. I'm like, that's what makes this life. After I died and came back, you think I was going to go back to doing the same thing? There's no way. I got to go all in on all of it. That's why when all these other companies started coming to me, I was like, how can I say no? I'm open. Like I stay open I'm still open. I'm not like just done. Like it's not just this. I'm still open to more opportunities. And I feel like when we stay open to that, God, the universe will start to bring that in. And I wasn't going to come back just for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and go back to doing the same thing that I was doing. I can't do the thing that I was doing anymore. Which was like business development. I can't do that in treatment no more. So like I'm in a new frequency and a new evolution, and I'm still learning myself, because you have to realize when you get a heart, your heart is your entire frequency. And I have a girl's heart now. So everything about me has truly changed. I still have my old self, but I'm relearning my new self within all of this, you know?
It's like you had like a rebirth.
I've had a rebirth. I've had a true rebirth. And sometimes I think like, am I dead? Is this all real?
I've had this thought.
Because all this stuff has happened. Like, Mike, literally last year at this time, I was unemployed.
That's crazy.
And I own 4 companies that have created coaching courses, and I do keynote speaks, and I wrote a book that became a bestseller. This is in like less than 1 year.
A year. We think about that recently a lot too. One of our business partners was like, wow, we've done all of this in 5 years. 5 years is like where all of this comes from. Just us like hustling, and like people have fallen off. People couldn't handle it, but those of us that could, 5 years is crazy. Think about the next 5. Think about the next year for you.
The next 5 years excited. For you. And that's where it's very important for people like us to live in that.
You have to.
You live in like the knowing that I'm speaking all over the world. I've already said it. I don't know it, but I know it. Just like when I was on a stage 2 years ago, remember? I was on stage speaking at a conference, right? And my book wasn't out yet. And I sat on that stage and I said, my book's going to be a bestseller. And it became a bestseller in 3 countries. We have to live in what we see with ourselves, and don't let nobody else get in the way of that, and bring in the right people that are going to see us for that. Oh man, it's happening. It's already written. All of it.
I find a lot of people that don't understand it will come to me out of fear and like, how, oh my God, that's crazy. How do you do that? What's going to happen? And so I like try to not take that on, but I guess like, how do you deal with that? Like fear of like success. I think I get that sometimes. Like, what is
fear of success?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't have fear of success. I have fear of failure.
Well,
I have fear of failure.
I think it's wrapped up together.
Because I come from I realized 14 years ago, I was coming out of a jail cell, kicking opiates, $50,000 in debt, and I had nothing going for me except her.
I think the fear of success for us sometimes is we have seen a lot of success. We've been very blessed, very lucky. And
I don't think you were lucky.
Well, I
think you created your luck.
I think the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Absolutely.
But I think a lot of times our concern is, are we using the blessings that we have to the best of our ability? and it not being focused on us? Is it focused outwards where we're contributing and not consuming?
Yeah.
I think
for me, that's very important.
Yeah.
Like to be able to always give back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I believe, and I know everything, Mike, that I'm doing is truly. I told Ty, I said, if I didn't have a son, I would be like, let's just, like, after everything I've been through, let's just sell everything and just, I don't think we could retire, but we could like live lean and just do some minimal stuff.
Right.
But because of everything that I've been through, and like, how could I not show my son resilience?
Mm-hmm.
How could I not show my son build back your body, build back your mind? They take the business stuff. Let's build back multiple businesses. How could I not show him? I have to show him.
Being a dad changes everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
brother.
being a parent.
Everything. It helps me to level up, because it's not even about what we attain. It's about who we become while we're doing that. And he's watching that. And then he's going to grow up knowing his dad was like that. Like, I work out every morning. When he's off school, he works out with me every morning.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I mean? He's this Saturday, he's fighting Taekwondo. Like, he like, for example, we were going to New York. We were going to a movie. So we go to New York, we're going to eat pizza, right? Yeah. I said, we'll go to the movie. We stop at the supermarket. And I go, you want to get some candy? He goes, no, Daddy, next week we're going to New York. We're going to eat pizza. Because I'm like that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I take him with me to Aspire Tour, where he's with Tim Story and Goggins and Dave Meltzer, all these amazing thought leaders, and he's with everybody.
Yeah.
He sat in on my business deal with Jason with emotion.
Yeah.
When me and Jason sat and negotiated that deal, Sonny was there watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like, I get chills, because that for me is like,
I'm getting chills listening.
Dude, that for me is like, that's, how do you not want to do that as like, your kid is going to learn more from you guys than they're ever going to learn from school.
Well, I think that's that answers my question.
Period.
Because my fear of success, I think, is like, how do I do it all? Like, how do I be a mom? How do I be a good wife and not like fail in these aspects and fail business? Because I have a mission for the human trafficking.
I know, and I love that. I love that.
And it's like, that seems crazy. That seems wild and like unattainable, but
it's not.
All of it together.
I want to talk to you off this. Remind me of that after. Because I just interviewed somebody that's huge with all this stuff. And then maybe I could plug you guys in with him.
Would love that. But this like, hearing you say that, like, you just like bring your kid and like you brought your wife today, like y'all just do life together.
Oh, together.
And it's all together. And it's
always.
Like, just that's helpful.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I want them to be part of my everyday.
Yeah. Like,
like, who do you want to spend? Like, we have the ability, every human being, to create any life that we want.
Yeah.
Truly. And I always said, like, I want to create a life where my family could like be with me and do everything. And I don't got to be like, can I X the boss?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather like struggle a little bit at times and be able to move how I want to move in life.
I think the big thing is that you do it because you're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your son, but you don't realize how many other people are watching it and being inspired by it too. Because we watch y'all and I'm like, how the fuck's he doing that?
How does he do it?
Because we spend every moment together with business, but still feel disconnected at times because it's so business focused, and having to recenter around, this is us.
Take time.
Yeah.
Every night with each other.
Yeah.
Take time for you guys where you shut everything. We've been doing that, getting Sonny to sleep earlier, and we're taking time to like be with just us.
That's beautiful.
And like maybe watch a show or just be with each other and sit outside and look at the stars and connect. We connect in the morning too. And I work remote a lot and she works remote a lot. So we get to like in between, she's an attorney, Kathy, and she helps me with all of my stuff. but we still try to make time, like even like during the week, if we have time to go for a lunch, it's just us.
Yeah.
Where we're going to go for a nice lunch somewhere in Austin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
it's
intentional, but that's what I'm saying. Like in the morning, it's prayer, meditation, intention for the day. What's my intention? Like tonight, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we're doing something as a family.
Yeah.
It's a family night.
Yeah.
And that's what I look forward to the most. Like, dude, out of all the cool stuff, I've been on like the coolest interviews. I've hang out with really cool people. Yeah. Like I have cool business partners. I have a really cool life, right? Yeah. But the coolest thing that I did this summer was coach my son's Little League All-Star team.
Yeah.
Like that was with all the dads in Dripping Springs. Like, shout out to all the dads, because all the dads in Dripping Springs, you guys are like, it's like, that's what it's about, bro. Yeah. And a lot of people get caught up in ego, and they want to be the man or the woman. And it's like, dude, it's like, what matters is like the family.
Yeah.
It's my family.
Yeah.
And the reason I have this perspective is because like, my dad did stuff like he put a lot of I grew up in the street, you know what I mean? He was a businessman, but he also was involved with like the street. And I watched him do things for money and put family in jeopardy. And money ain't everything.
Yeah.
Family's everything.
Yeah.
The family we make is everything.
Yeah.
That's everything to me.
That's something that we talk about a lot, is that we will never be focused on making money. If that's the goal of something, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Our goal is to serve.
How you respond is about you. And how he responds is about him. So
It finished.
that's what you do.
Edit.
You can't do anything about the other person.
Me and Carrie.
You got to edit that when Carrie came on.
Yeah.
Or just leave it. It might be good.
Yeah.
Shout out Carrie.
Carrie Smith.
And Scott Smith.
Yeah, money is a benefit. It's not the everything.
When I look at like my past 18 months, because like things had to get removed, the heart, the business, we weren't aligned. Like I've made a lot of money in my life. I haven't recently.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot.
Yeah.
But my spirit
Yeah.
has been so overfilled
Yeah.
with the experiences and the things that I got to take. Like Dominique Wilkins became one of the greatest NBA Hall of Famers of all time. How the hell did I become business partners with this guy?
Right.
But somehow how I did. God made that happen. And not even that. The cool part about it was I get to take my son on the court in Atlanta to go hang out with Neek, watch a game. Like, that's the cool part, dude.
Right. So it's not that you're spending money; it's you're investing money. You're in a sowing season right now.
Yeah, and it's about it's about the journey, Mike. It's about it's not about the money.
Yeah,
it's about the mission, and it's about the journey, and it's about the experiences along the journey that make our life.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get caught up in social media and the Lambos and all this other BS, and it's like that's empty.
Right. Yeah.
The car doesn't drive me; I drive the car.
Right.
God drives the bus, the universe, the intuition, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We have had similar experiences recently traveling and getting more into social media. And the whole time we're away, we're just like, we miss Harley. We miss her. Like, we wish she could be here with us. And so I think for us, we needed those experiences to realize like what was important, because we're like, oh, like we're networking. Like this is important for the business and for us. And it led to like nothing. And so it's like, what is actually important? Like, let's take Harley to LA and have fun with her and like show her like life and do business with her.
Yes.
Instead of like doing it.
We were just at a conference in Vegas that we paid like 10 or 15 grand to be at. And we're watching Harley on the phone.
On the monitor.
at home. Because it's like, that's what we care about. That's what this is all for.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So trying to, it's cool to hear that you take your family with you on business stuff, because it's like, how do we need to start doing that ourselves, incorporating that into our trips.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what, like I constantly self-analyze myself, you know, and like where I was in the past and where I am now. And, you know, a lot of times I look back and I was on that mindset too for a long time, and it helped me to do well in business. But I feel like a lot of people, and I see this a lot with men that make money. They do so good in business and then they fail at life.
Yeah.
You know, like the business takes off, they make tons of money, and then they cheat on their wife.
Yeah.
They wind up messing up and maybe going down a bad pit. I see it all the time, because it's like, they lose themselves of what is really important. Yeah. Your character, how you show up, your non-negotiables, who you are, getting clear. Like for me, I know I'm a family man first, a businessman second. Yeah. It's never going to switch. Right. My family's always going to come first. Yeah. I even put it on my book, faith, family, health, hustles for it. Yeah. Those three. Because if I don't have faith, I don't get through anything. Yeah. If I don't have my family, that's my, like without Kathy, I can't operate. Yeah. I don't know how to operate in life. Yeah. She's like my like grounding. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
I feel
You
like
know?
every couple has like the visionary and the like kind of chaotic energy, and then we have our like rock.
Yeah. Kathy's my rock.
Yeah.
She's my rock, you know, and then hustles forward.
Yeah.
It's very important. And I
Yeah.
think there's seasons for everything. Maybe
Yes.
one season's heavier on business and other seasons are held heavy on family or faith. But
Yeah.
I put it in that order for a reason because
Yeah.
I truly believe faith has to come first in my life. And I teach people this, and then my family is next, my health,
Yeah.
and then my hustle,
Yeah.
you know?
We've kind of been talking about this topic with everyone. What does your faith look like? Like, what is your spirituality?
It's spirituality.
Mhm.
I'll go to a mosque, I'll go to a temple, I'll go to a church. It doesn't really matter. I want
Yeah.
to feel spiritual. I do want to get back into some church, like me and Kathy were talking about
Mhm.
going to church again. But I'm just really tapped into like we were just in New York. My mom just got done with radiation. This was like 3 weeks ago. And, I love going into churches and praying deeply.
Yeah.
The old New York churches, you
Yeah.
know. But it's a lot of prayer and
Mhm.
meditation.
Yeah.
My prayer life has gotten so strong and so deep over the past 2 years.
Mhm.
I just feel super close to my creator. And I know that whatever this is that we're in is guiding me for a bigger purpose, bigger than myself.
Yeah.
And I just trust in that. And I talk to him every day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever that voice was that let me come back, I talk to that and I grow with that daily. But I'm not opposed to, I don't have any prejudice for people that do religion, that are organized in it. I would love to be part of that. Like
Yeah.
her and I were talking about going back into church and feeling it out. But I'm always going to remain spiritual and open. I
Yeah.
feel like, how do we pick, a God or one God? I know that when I left here, I was looking at the body of Frank Parisi, and I maybe have a better understanding than many people because I truly did leave this.
Yeah.
I don't know it all. I didn't see a white man. I was in a dark space. But I did have, you could communicate like telepathically over there, and I had voices, and I asked the voice to let me come back, and it did. So I don't know. I don't know what all of this is, but I know it's not this. I know you're not Rachel.
Yeah.
You're not Mike. I'm not Frank, and you're not Kathy. I know that.
Yeah.
That I 100% know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't die. We're just in this body
Yeah.
here now, and I think that's what I hope the listeners also hear is like,
Mhm.
you're very special
Yeah.
that you're alive
Right.
on earth, and you're not here for nothing.
Yeah.
You're not here, and you're special, and you have a mission and a purpose.
Yeah.
You just have to find it and tap
Find
into it. But everybody's
Yeah.
special.
I was talking about that with Antonio, was like when the veil or like the wet blanket is like lifted of like life, and like you see like the actual like mission and purpose, and that like, yeah, we're not just here to like be robots and do nothing with our life.
I
Like
know.
that's in my experience like spiritual warfare of like the darkness that wants to like keep you down, and like we all have lights, and we just have to like tap into it
100%.
and like use it to do good, and like whatever that means for you, but we have to acknowledge the darkness first and like let go of it and
100%.
have that like awakening.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's all like I have awareness of all this just because through all my life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I was born into like such chaos. Even though I love my family, I was born into a lot of dysfunction, and the way I was taught to live life is not how I live my life. Everything was based around money.
Mm.
Like making money, that was God.
Yeah.
And that's not. There's an emptiness to that.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
an emptiness to that,
It's
especially when you chase it. And
Yeah.
it's fleeting. Like you can lose it all,
Yeah.
And you have like this actual spiritual experience. You can't lose that.
no.
Yeah.
And it's way more of a filling of a cup
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
it's sustainable.
Right.
A car, you buy a car, it's like cool for a little bit.
Yeah.
Same with making money.
Depreciates.
It depreciates, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like your spiritual cup needs to get filled on
Yeah.
a daily basis. And
Yeah.
then from there, I think everything will fall into place the way it's
Yeah.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Money comes and goes.
It does. It goes up and down,
Yeah.
and it's like it's not. And again, I think if we chase mission and
Mhm.
purpose, then the byproduct of that will become, financial success because you're in that flow state.
That's 100% been our philosophy, is that we use money basically as the metric of, are we doing things successfully because we are in business? It's not the goal. It's just the metric if we're succeeding or not. If we're not making any money, then we probably suck at what we're doing.
It's
Absolutely.
a data point. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that, bro. Yeah.
We have just started getting back into church. We've had some church hurt, as you'd call it, or, people are flawed. And so like people run the church. So we've been getting back into church to like experience our spirituality. And it's been interesting because I grew up in church and around like very like intense spirituality and had like some pretty intense spiritual highs and stuff throughout my life. So it's been interesting to go back after taking some time away with a different perspective. So I'd be curious, like when y'all get back into church, if y'all go back, like what the perspective, because we kind of go at it like kind of jaded and we're like, don't trust you, don't trust this person, and like church hurt, but it's because we're hurt from people that were in the church and it's not God. And so it's been interesting to like go into church mindfully that like my spirituality can still exist there and in that space. And also people that are flawed can exist.
I get it. Well, it's kind of like 12 steps. AA.
Principles over people,
Yeah, I mean, you go to a lot of AA meetings. It's like, damn, like, stay away from me, bro. We are on a different frequency.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But the 12 steps is like the most amazing tool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Bible's a beautiful tool too. So,
the church we're going to, Trevor actually talked about that in one of the messages recently, of that if you're coming to church and you're getting hurt, you're going to get hurt. People hurt people. He said you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You should come to church as an act of faith unto God. This is your way of worshiping him, that I showed up for you. It has nothing to do with anybody else there.
That.
Yeah.
And that was like, they're not wrong. We're wrong for looking at it in that perspective.
Yeah. We definitely want to go. Kathy wants to get baptized. So
nice.
I think that we're going to probably all do a family baptism.
How far away are we from y'all? Y'all are welcome to come with us.
Where do you guys live?
Kyle.
How far is Kyle?
30 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe we should try it one day.
Come
Look at this. Boom.
Let's do it.
Are you going to do it? Okay.
It's called Radical Church.
Radical Church. Cool, man.
The name got us, the marketing. Of course.
Yeah.
The pastor has a marketing background.
Get at it.
We connected on that.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So he gets it.
So you guys go every Sunday?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay,
when we're not sick or traveling, we're there.
I know.
I
know.
The kid likes it.
Having Harley really changed. Like we had quit going to church. So we had Harley and we're like, we want her to be in church.
Get back into
and honestly, it was a huge factor to my faith because I grew up in church as well. And like I always believed in God and believed in the Bible, but I never understood like the love of a father until I was a father. And I was like, this is a whole different thing. Like, you talk about, having unconditional love. It doesn't exist other than in that circumstance. Like I love my wife a lot. There are conditions to that love though. There's nothing my daughter could ever do that would make me not love her. I might get upset with her, but I would never not love her.
I understand that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
My son's why I'm alive, brother.
Yeah.
If Kathy didn't have that picture that night when she came up to the hospital, I don't know.
Yeah.
That picture saved my life.
Yeah.
And we kept it there every single day. Right? We kept it there. And that's what got me going. He's my everything. He's my purpose, bro. Yeah.
There's a lot of days I want to just like give up and call it quits. And
you can't.
I think of Harley immediately, and I'm like, oh.
I even feel bad when I'm like not like my 100% for him.
Yeah.
When I don't show up as my best self.
Yeah. They watch everything.
I beat myself up.
Me too.
Yeah, I was like not my best self the other day, and I had to talk to him after. I was like, I gotta explain that to him that like we get in our human at times.
Yeah.
Knowing that I know none of this is real, I still will get into my human.
Yeah. I'm working with that myself. So I tend to operate at a high level and I'm trying to show my human more often. And so I don't think that's like necessarily like a bad thing to like show that side of us.
Of course.
To our kids. But I think it's cool that you followed it up with like, hey, I was like, down.
Always.
And like talking him through it so that he doesn't get confused.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm working on myself with staff, family, everyone, because I'm seen as more of like a resource than a human, and it blocks connection for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to show more of my human side and be more vulnerable
Right.
to an extent, you know, and
Right.
like, who do I show that to? And like, my kid can see me be a human, but I can't just be human to her and like a resource to everyone else. There has to be like the balance. And so I'm trying to find the balance.
I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, showing that you can be flawed, but you have to take ownership of those flaws when they show up.
Always, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Can't be 100%.
Even with business, with everything, you gotta own your, you know, like I do it. You know, if I don't show up in a certain way, I gotta have conversations and say,
Yeah.
listen, I didn't show up in this way, and like, what can we do to make this, you know, where everybody's happy? I literally just had a conversation with that one of the business partners.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do what I needed to do, and I needed to take ownership for that and be able to correct it so that everybody is happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to. Self-accountability and just, you know, I'm never going to be that guy.
And it's a muscle too. By constantly acting in that regard, you get better at doing that. I was talking with a friend the other day because he was asking, you know, how do you carry yourself in this particular way? I said, dude, your brain's a muscle. It's like going to the gym. Lifting weights, the weights don't get lighter. You just get better at picking them up.
Mm-hmm.
Truth.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, I've been talking to our clinical team about that because there's so much like clinical and workout. There's a huge metaphor there for the mental workout that people
absolutely
don't realize. Like, oh, I can't do that, or I can't change just how I am. And it's like, well, like I didn't lift weights ever growing up, and now I can like squat 60 pounds, which is probably nothing to you.
No, that's great.
So Mike, but that's huge for me. And
right.
so it's like the brain is the same way, and like the spirit is the same way. Like we can grow these things. It just takes showing up and doing it, doing the effort.
That's right.
Being open to trying new things and
absolutely
new ways of living, and being open to suggestion of like, hey, try this, see if it works. If it doesn't, okay, don't.
100%.
Yeah. But keeping focused on like the growth that it's possible. Cause like I never thought I could lift weights, and now I can like, I'm doing like 20 pounds.
I see you crushing it on the internet. I love it. I got Kathy working out with me too a few days a week. We did a full body workout on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah.
It's crazy what we can do. And like you just keep showing up and doing it instead of
and then
just
you become
like,
a master at it.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I would love that.
Mastery. You know?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I did it like a podcast. I was like how nervous, you know, anything you do first time you speak, first time you do anything. And then it just becomes second nature.
10,000 hours.
We were talking
becomes habit.
about that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's a have y'all read the book Blink by Malcolm Gladwell?
No.
Yeah, it's really good. It's about that concept of becoming a professional, the 10,000 hours. And yeah, it's really, and he says like people who are professionals are like good at something. They can see like the flaws, or they can give guidance best because they see it so quickly.
Absolutely.
Whereas someone who's newer to it, they don't really like see everything. And so it's a really interesting book.
Wisdom.
Yeah, it's really
takes
cool.
time.
Yeah.
You know, more experience we have, the more we can read things quicker, faster, and then things move quicker.
Course correct.
Collapse time. You know?
Yeah, you can course correct faster.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. What else we got?
What's our time? What do we have time
You're
for?
only like 42 minutes.
What else do we want to get Kathy on the mic?
How do you feel about everything that's been taking place over the past couple of years?
The dot. There you go.
Good.
I think a couple things that Rachel said resonated with me, like about balancing work and being a parent and all the things that come along with it. And I read somewhere a long time ago that like just the fact that you're worried about those things makes you know like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Like, just the fact that you think about like, is my daughter getting what she needs, or how am I showing up for her, makes you know you're on the right track.
Yes,
so
we actually care.
I always think back to that when I worry, like, did I give my son enough time today? Did I give enough attention to work? At least I'm mindful of it.
Yeah.
And I think something Frank said also resonated with me about like talking to my son after he didn't have the best day. And that's something I try to do too. I think as parents, we're so quick to, or I try not to be, but sometimes we're quick to like say something to our kids without thinking it through. Or like I find myself, sometimes I'll be impatient with things like get your shoes, get your shoes, get your shoes.
Yeah.
And I will stop and say, hey, I'm sorry I wasn't as patient as I could have been. And I think that's important to remember that they're people. They're just little people.
Yeah.
And so if we don't show up in the way we'd like and we address it, it makes them know that we're paying attention and that, you know, we know that we can do better and we're not perfect. And that it kind of gives them the lesson that they can too.
Yeah. You just sparked. I saw a quote.
My 2 cents.
Yeah, I saw a quote yesterday that said, confident adults come from confident adults. And so when we can, or like emotionally regulated adults come from their emotionally regulated adults. And so when we're modeling these things to our kids, that they start to take it up, and we can maybe with their kids, they'll be less reactive and less like nagging than we are with our kids right now.
So we do every single night. Well, we do a lot of family hugs. Like that's huge. But we also make sure to show Sunny if her and I get into some form of argument or something, to always make up and show him how her and I make up. And he sees us being affectionate with one another. That's so important for children. I didn't have that growing up. My parents never like hugged and kissed or told each other that they loved each other. My father never even told me he loved me until I was in my 30s when I told him. So like very important. We're very affectionate, loving family. Every single night we close our night off with gratitude. We to put him to sleep and we talk about all the things we're grateful for the day. You know, so very important for us to, you know, be that union as one with our marriage for our son as well. You know?
And usually with gratefuls, we're surprised because Sunny will come up with the best ones. Like the other day he hit us with, I'm grateful for this moment. And it made us kind of pause that he was grateful that we were just all sitting in his room in that moment talking about being grateful. So
you do a podcast with your son.
I just did one. It drops in 2 weeks on Emotion.
Yes.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's such a good kid. But gratitude's a superpower. When I came out of the hospital, when I came out of the heart transplant, I wrote because I was awake on a board and I wasn't supposed to be awake. I was on a ventilator. But I wrote, I don't care about pain. I'm grateful to feel and be alive. And really, truly, gratitude, love. These are like the highest frequencies. Authenticity, gratitude, and love are the highest frequencies that we can operate from, you know? So.
That's amazing. And you're teaching that to your kiddo together. Like, that's huge.
We have core values in the family.
You
know? We live by core values and it's they're non-negotiable. How we show up.
That's awesome.
We've created a really cool, the only thing I wish is that I had more kids. You know? At this point now. We're older now, so it's like, you know, but I wish I would have had like at least one more, you know? Because I don't come from a family of like love. Like no one, I don't even bother with half my family really. And I have so much love to give and we have so much love in our house that I would have loved to have one more or two more. Just to have like, you know, the whole crew. You know?
You gotta adopt.
I know we talked about it.
That's an idea.
We have talked about it.
Need a little more money before you adopt. We call it when people were asking us if we were gonna have kids and all that, because you get married and then like they're all asking.
That's the thing, I know.
And it took us like quite some time and Harley was an accident, but we were like, oh, the businesses are the babies. Like that's the baby right now. So
Mama was praying against this.
His mama is a direct line to God and was praying. She was like, oh, I was praying for that in January. We were pregnant in like February, March.
That's so funny.
And it was like wild. Like the universe will make things happen. God will make things happen.
Always.
Like Blue Cross stopped paying for my birth control. They sent me a snail mail letter to tell me that. So I ran out and it's probably TMI. I had 5 appointments with the OB that all got randomly rescheduled or double booked. And so I couldn't make them. And then one time without protection and we have Harley.
Dude, but it was meant to be. God orchestrated all of that.
Yes.
Orchestrated all
mama.
of that. Always does. Always does.
Wild. So it's like, Yeah, whatever you put out there, like it's gonna, or mama puts out there, will happen.
It will happen. It really will, though.
Yeah, but we think about it though. We probably wouldn't have had kids on our own time because the business is always the baby, and so it was like really interesting to like have her. And now like our like values are different.
It changes.
Everything changes.
I know.
And,
It reshaped our reality.
yeah,
I
it
know.
reshaped our reality, our businesses, our
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So it is interesting, like throwing kids in there, and like, and the love that we have for her is like so intense because it's just like y'all talk about like it's there's no other type of love.
No, there's no other.
Yeah.
My family's everything.
Yeah.
I love them.
She'll wake up and she's like, I want mom, and then she goes, I want mom and dad. And it's always mom and dad. She wants both of us, not just one of us.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah, she's
love that.
adorable. Mom and dad. So we're trying to work on the family dynamic and like all together all the time. But I'd love to bring her into more business stuff like y'all.
Yeah.
Sonny. How old is he?
He's 8 now.
8. That's crazy. It
Yeah.
sounds like he's very like crazy awesome, by the
He
way.
is.
Like so intellectual and like spiritual at such a young age. That's
He
cool.
is. He really is. He's
Yeah.
like, he's such an amazing kid.
Yeah.
He really,
that's
everyone
awesome.
that meets him loves him. He's
Yeah.
like got the great personality.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's very, like, he's the kid in school. Like, there's a new kid in school, so every day he's playing with him.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
that kid.
Yeah.
He's that kid.
He's
He's the kid
aware.
that shows up, you
Yeah.
know?
That's huge.
Yeah. He's like that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love how aware it sounds. He sounds like very aware of like life and like,
He's been through a lot, Rachel. We
People,
watched
yeah.
the show Big Brother, you know, on CBS. It's like a show we watch.
yeah.
And these people were crying the other day, and he goes, what are they crying about? Because he's been through so much.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's been
Yeah.
through like real life stuff for
Yeah.
a little dude,
Yeah.
you know? So he's as resilient as we are,
Yeah.
you know, because he's watched all this stuff and
Right.
had such strength. You'll
Yeah.
see him on the podcast because it drops in 2 weeks. He's on my podcast.
Yeah.
And Jason asked him, like, he brought it up about the transplant, about eating healthy, how we all eat very healthy, especially if we always did, but after the transplant now it's like
yeah.
non-negotiable. And then Jason just kind of asked him about like, how was that?
Yeah.
And he gets emotional about
Yeah.
it, you know, which is good for him to be
Yeah.
able to express
Yeah.
his feelings around everything that happened. So he's got a high emotional IQ,
Yeah.
I would say, for a little dude,
That's awesome.
you know?
Yeah. It sounds
And he's just a good kid, man. Like
Yeah.
he makes business plans. You know, he's 8 years old, dude. He's making business plans. Like, seriously. He's got Full House Arena. My friend worked at Tesla, and he made him like a whole Full House Arena out of it.
Yeah.
He's got the seats, how much they cost, what he's going to pay the players, what the
Yes.
profit's going to be.
That's
you know what I mean? At 8
amazing.
years old, like, this is so cool. That's like what I want.
Yeah.
You know, and savage and like taekwondo and sports, and then like kind and loving and a businessman. He's 8. It's like,
Yeah.
can't get any better. You know what I mean?
That's so amazing. Yeah. Yeah. What's another 8 years going to be like for him?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
wild.
Yeah.
Everyone that meets him says the same thing. They all say he's got such an old soul.
Yeah.
He does,
And
though.
he really does.
Yeah.
He does.
And y'all are fostering it in a healthy way because you could just be like, oh, he has an old soul. Like, he'll do great in life. We don't have to worry about him or do much with him. Like, just let him live. But y'all are still investing in him.
Oh, dude, it's
And-
like my whole
yeah.
life.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
pour into him.
I just can't
Yeah.
wait to watch. Like, I hope God blesses me to be here. Like, till like he's like 35, so I
Yeah.
could just see him be a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And like be like, you know, that's all I ask for. More than anything, is I ask God to keep me here for like at least another like 25 years,
Yeah.
just for my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be
Yeah.
able to watch him. That's my pride.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, I'm the one, Rachel, in my family.
Yeah.
I broke all the chains.
Breaking all the generations.
Everything.
Yeah.
And I'm changing the DNA.
Yeah.
You know, I'm changing the DNA for the future generations. So that's my goal in life.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's full circle to how we started the conversation is like the preventative measures that you're taking to, live longer and extend your life. Like there is a time clock on your heart potentially. And so you're trying to like stay ahead of it. And,
Always.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I'll leave with this. When I came out of the hospital, I had 11 medications I was on. My face was fat. I was bloated, remember? And because of my non-negotiable daily habits, the things that we talked about in the beginning,
Yeah.
because of my son, because I want to be here, I am off all my meds except
Yeah.
the anti-rejection med, only one medication.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
how
Yeah.
awesome is that, bro?
That's
God,
cool.
God's so good, bro.
Yeah.
God is so good.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you brought a gift for us. We have a gift for you. That hat right there is for you.
Oh, dude, I'm rocking it. These hats are dope. You'll be seeing me rocking. We gotta take a picture after this. I'll do it and we'll put it on social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This
Well,
was phenomenal.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right.